Hi, my name is Corey Bell, and I'm the president and the founder of Business in the Box Leads, as well as Lead2Client CRM. We want to walk through some of the amazing features inside of Business in the Box and make sure that you're able to get the most out of the leads that you have just purchased. So let's go ahead and dive in. When you get into your Business in the Box portal, if you haven't bought leads, then you're immediately going to see this Take Me There, where you can go to your lead order page. When I click that, it is going to take me over here to an order page. Now you can also navigate to it right here where it says order management. So by clicking over here, it would take you to the same place that this button does right here. So I'm going to click order management and purchase leads. Now, before I do this, any orders that you already have will show here, and we're going to dive into that in just a second. But let's get going with this purchase of leads. So I'm going to click purchase. I'm going to select my product right now, just FEX leads. And I'm going to pick the states that I want them to come in. I'll say California and Texas and South Carolina. Maybe those are the 3 states I want. Now, one thing I get asked a lot is how many states should I choose? And I used to say you really want to control that based on your delivery, but I've got news for you. We've changed things up, and I would say put all of your states in there, put all of them, and I'm going to show you here in just a second how you can control what states you actually want to get leads in. So you're going to purchase the number of leads that you want. The minimum we do have on this order is 30, so we'll not let you go less, but you can type it in if I want 50 leads, and then you're going to put your daily cap, so maybe 20. The way the daily cap works is that when you get that many leads in a given day, the system will quit delivering active leads to you. Now, what's going to happen is there's about a 2-hour window where if a lead trickles in, you may get it because your system will stop after 2 hours getting you leads no matter what. But I just want to be clear, if you put 10, you might get a few extra. And if you have a ton of states running, you might get a bunch extra. But we're going to talk about that here in just a second. And so go ahead and put your daily cap in, whatever about the most you want. The lowest that we let you go is 10, but feel free to put whatever you want. I'm going to put 15 in. I'm going to click proceed to payment. This is going to launch a new screen. It's going to have your cost here. So we're at $17 a lead. It's going to give me the invoice for $850. And at that point, you can go ahead and input your payment information. I did want to point out that we do have a firm, and a firm is now an option where you can finance leads. So it's a great way that some people have gone in and they've said, I'm going to buy a bunch of leads and I'm going to control them and basically get what I need for a month so I can get going. That is a new feature we have. So I encourage you to take advantage of that if you haven't already. But you can pay either Google Pay. The link here basically will save your payment information. So next time you come in to buy leads, not so much of a hassle. But I'm going to go ahead and check out, and then we'll be right back here. Okay, here we are back now at our order management page. Remember before there were no orders, and now you can see that I do have an order, and the order status is pending. So what that means is I've got an order in place. It is not going to start delivering leads while it's pending. While it's pending, you can actually make some changes that will not be able to be made later. So we do have a pending status here. You'll be able to see what that says. You can come to your lead cap here. You can see where it says 15. You could change that to 20 if you wanted to. You can come down here and actually edit your states as well. So as long as it's inactive, if I decide, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and add Oklahoma. I just got that license in. I can do that. And then when I click off of it, I can see that I've got my states here. And then I'm just going to click Save Changes. All right, now that I've saved my order, you can see that things have changed here. You may need to refresh your browser just because everything's hosted in the cloud. So we've got 20 leads here as our daily cap now. You can see the 4 states are there. When I am ready to get going, you can click the Start Now Here button, and that will basically allow you to get your leads going right away. Once that happens, you'll see this toggle becomes enabled, and you can switch it to running or paused as you want. Now, when it's in pause status, I just want to let you know it functions very much like the cap status. You get taken out of us actively trying to fill your order, but leads that may trickle in and they need to go somewhere, we don't want that customer to not get serviced. And so while you're paused, you may get leads, and that's for 2 hours. At that point, we switch you to a status that you will not get any leads whatsoever. So when you pause, just understand it's not an automatic turnoff. All right, now that I've updated my order, you can see that I've got things available for me. I can see my order is still pending, so if I need to make other changes, I could. I just want to let you know, though, once you switch it to running, which would be right here, clicking Start Now, then your leads will basically start flowing in, and they come in pretty quick. So if you click Start Now, we're going to start generating leads for you in these states: California, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Oklahoma. You will not be able to edit your order any longer. You won't be able to add states or take them away, so make sure you have that the way you want it, and we can go from there. Now, one of the most amazing things I'm proud of in our platform is this lead delivery schedule. We're going to head over there. So you can see right here, we got lead delivery schedule. And I'm going to head and create a schedule. So what you can see is we've got a campaign schedule set that starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 10:30 p.m. in Eastern time zone, Monday through Saturday. So if I did nothing, I would get my leads on these days, during these times, and in the states that I requested. But let's say I want to have some more control. For instance, maybe I want to only work on Tuesday and Thursday, my California leads. So I can call it whatever I want, Thursday, California, right? And I'm going to say leads for California only. And again, the description and the name are strictly for you. Whatever you want to call them, you can call them. So I'm going to pick the start time I want. Maybe and what I would recommend you do is look at yourself as this time zone you're in. So I'm in Eastern, right? I'm going to say Eastern, but maybe I have a meeting at 9 and it doesn't get done till 10, and then I want to be able to start turning them on. So I'll say I don't want to start getting my leads until 10 a.m. and I don't want to run them any later than 5 p.m. that day. And so I only want to run them in California, and again, only on Tuesday and Thursday. So if I hit create, what you're going to notice is leads are delivered to active schedules and active states only. So basically, I've overridden my states. I have overridden the delivery time of the campaign, and I'm only getting leads in California on Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the schedule is active. So if I come over here to order management now, and I click start, which I'm going to do, and I might be thinking, okay, I'm ready, I'm going to get leads. Well, right now it's Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, so my schedule is not going to allow any states to run. So right now, no states will be delivered. And it's also telling me you don't have a schedule for South Carolina, Tennessee, and Oklahoma. So maybe I did that by design because I only want to work my California leads on these 2 days. But maybe I want to work on Monday, East Coast leads. And again, I don't have a specific suggestion. I think you should do what works for you. Sometimes less is more. But you want to, kind of create your schedule that's going to work for you. So maybe I want to work them. I want to start at 8 a.m. and I want to go till 8 p.m. And again, I would recommend, just so you don't get confused, always use the time zone you're in. And I want to do those in South Carolina and Tennessee. And those are the states. And so I want to do those, let's say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, great. So what you're going to see is now I've got a schedule. I've got something for South Carolina, Tennessee, and California. I still have an active order in Oklahoma, which means I'm not going to get any Oklahoma leads. And this is the way that I think you can also go about and say, well, I don't want it. Maybe California, you're just like, I don't like these Californias. Like, I don't like getting leads in California. So I just turn this lead off. And what you'll notice now is I'm no longer getting leads in California. I've turned this off right here. So that's a good thing, right? So we want to say, okay, cool. I'm just getting South Carolina and Tennessee. Or maybe you want to turn it back on. So you can simply come over here and turn it on. You can edit these schedules as much as you want. So you can delete them, you can edit them, whatever you want. But the main thing to remember is when you have a schedule, it overrides everything else. We want you to have the control to be able to say, I want leads at this time, but not at this time, at this time, but not at this time. So if you don't have an active, if you don't have an active schedule for a state, you're not going to get leads in that state. And if you have all your schedules, this is something important to note. If you have all your schedules, but nothing active, you also will not get any leads because it's going to say, hey, you have schedules, but you basically turned them all off. So you could do it that way too. You can control what state you want to get. I've seen some users come in and they'll maybe order 10 states and they'll just create a schedule for every state. That way they can just say, actually, I don't want any more in this state. And I do want some in this state, but not that state. So you really can control exactly what you get and when you get them. Another really important thing to note is that this does not have the buffer. So in other words, at 5 p.m., if it's 5:01, you will not get a lead. Even if a California lead comes in, it's not going to you because we really want people to prioritize their delivery with schedules. And so we override that whole pause. You might get them for 2 hours thing. So if it's at 5 p.m. and that's when it is, your schedule's cut off. You don't have to worry about it. So absolutely dig into this lead schedule. Make sure you're getting the most out of this feature because it's one of our best features inside the platform. Okay, back over here at the order management screen, you'll notice that we're actually running. It says we're running, even though the schedules are not allowing us to get anything right now. Now, what you'll notice over here, you have this order active button. And if I click it, you're going to see that it says, are you sure you want to change the status of order 2502 to paused? Some leads may be delivered while you're paused. So if I'm pausing it, then I say confirm, and I may still get some leads, right? So that may happen, but you can control your leads on and off right here. You can say want leads, I don't want leads. You'll be able to track all of your orders right inside of here as well. Let's get a few leads in, and we're going to look at our delivered leads and how we can use that. All right, now that we have had a few leads come in, you can see right here we've got 4 out of 50 leads, and it says 0 are replaced. And I'll get to the replacement here in just a little bit. It'll show you how many leads you have come in so far, 4 out of 50, and of course the daily cap equals 20, so I would still be running, still getting leads in. Okay, over here in the delivered leads section, you'll see the leads that have come in. Now you can control the way this looks. So sometimes we'll get people, they'll come in and they'll say, well, I don't see anything but their name. How do I contact them? Well, you haven't turned on the phone number to view. I promise you all the information's there. So if I come over here, you can see the different fields you can turn on. And if you don't have phone number checked, you're not going to see the phone number. So it's important that you make sure you have that on. So we've got the name, the state, the date of birth, the city, the zip code. You can arrange how you want these to look. So maybe I want to have phone number first over here. Maybe I want to have name, phone number, and then information I'd possibly call on. Like I want to say the hobby, the beneficiary, the zip code, and state, and date of birth. Maybe I want here, and stuff like that. So maybe I don't care about the time zone. If I'm going to call from this screen, I say I don't want to see the time zone, and we'll do that. You might have to re-drag them afterwards. That's a feature I think we're working on right now to make sure it saves that. So you drag it how you want. So I've got my phone number over here, and I've got the state I don't care about. I'm going to move that over here. Product, I really don't care about it either. So you can also drag these, so that you can kind of clean up your screen how you want as well. So maybe I want to see the beneficiary more. I don't need as much room for the zip code. Definitely don't need as much room for the state. Anything like that. So feel free to go through and change this how you want. Now, you got your name, phone number. You can call right from this screen, which is awesome. The other thing you can do is you can export, and you can download this as a CSV to put in whatever CRM you want to do. So I know a lot of people that use Business in the Box use Lead2Client CRM. It really matches perfectly with all the features, and we deliver them immediately to your CRM. So you have that ability. But if you want to download them as a CSV and get them over to you, whatever platform you want, you can do that. You just click this button, and you'll see over here, it downloaded my leads. And when I open that up, it would be a CSV file you can edit and manipulate as you want. Now, I did want to mention the replacement. So we offer replacement for certain reasons. If they're over 85, if the number is disconnected, not a wrong number, or if it's out of state requested. So let's say this person was over 85. All I'm going to do is click this and say, called and verified age 92-year-old man, right? And then just say save, right? So now I've requested a replacement for this. And when that gets approved, we actually will add one back to the order that you already have. So you'll see in your order screen that this has been approved, and you're able to generate a new lead. Now, of course, if you sell it, you sell it. We're not taking the lead back. It's all yours still. But I do want to caution you, please, 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 when you go to replacements and you say phone number disconnected, we do have a team that calls those phone numbers and makes sure that they are in fact disconnected. So if you're not getting a the number in service has been disconnected, then it's going to be rejected. And so I'll go ahead and try this and say, number. I'll just type wrong number. We get a lot of people that think we replace wrong numbers. We do not replace wrong numbers. That's actually a really common objection when people answer the phone and say, oh, you must have the wrong person. That's just an objection you need to overcome. I'm not saying every lead is not going to be the person they say they are. Sometimes people put bogus phone numbers in and stuff like that. But we can't replace wrong numbers. So make sure it is disconnected. So I've requested to, and then we'll go ahead and prove those and show you what that looks like on that end as well. So this is how you can manage your leads. If you want to check the order ID as well, you can have that in here so that you can check and make sure, okay, cool, this is the order. If I have another order, you'd see a different order ID. A cool feature we have that I wanted to bring your attention to is the fact that you can purchase overrun leads. So overrun leads are basically older leads. All of these leads that maybe didn't have a place to go when they first generated them. Some of them are simply 1 hour old, and you can get them at a discount. So the way this works is on a token system. You can purchase tokens, and the minimum number of tokens you have is 10. Now, there are some specific rules for overrun leads I wanted to go over. So first off, that there are no refunds on tokens purchased. However, the tokens never expired. So if you buy 1,000 tokens and you're like, I don't like these, we're not going to refund your money. You can use them at any time. We don't expire them. You may have tokens that you can use over and over and over again, but you are not getting them refunded. You also acknowledge that leads are not available for replacement on overrun tokens. That is because they are heavily discounted. Tokens are only $3. So if I want to get 10 tokens, I'm just going to simply agree to this, and I can click purchase tokens. I'll get taken back to this screen that you've seen before that is a checkout. You can go ahead and do that, and then you would have your tokens to use. And then once you pay, we'll go back and look and see exactly how the tokens work. All right, here you can see in the overrun leads, I have done my checkout, and now I have 10 tokens available. Now, if I get leads that are over 90 days, they are 1 token each. If they are 30 to 90 days, they're going to be 2 tokens each, so on and so forth, all the way to the most recent leads are 5 tokens each. So the next thing I want to do is come over here and take a look at our inventory. And you can see all of the different states, and you can see how many leads we have and how old they are. So obviously the ones that go the quickest are the newest ones. So if you mouse over, you can see how many we have. And maybe you look at this and you say, I'm kind of trying to get these 7 to 30 day old leads. That's what I'm looking for. And here we got in California, we've actually got 12. So let's go ahead and get some of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click claim leads, and I want to get 7 to 30 day old leads. And I know I've got 10 tokens, and I think those are, let me see, 1, 2, 3, there are 3 tokens each. I'm going to take 3 of them. Boom. Right after you purchase your leads, you'll see you have any remaining tokens you want. You can use those and be able to go forward and claim leads there. Now, people always ask me, they say, well, where do those leads go? Where did those leads go? They went over here to your delivered leads. So if I look, you can see there's a new order, this 22,504. Those are the 3 age leads I want, and you can do that. Now, remember, they're not eligible for replacement, so here they are. You can't replace, can't replace, can't replace. You get what you get, and they're yours, available to purchase right away. If you have a CRM with us, they will automatically be created inside of your CRM. So that's an amazing thing as well. So here you can see the leads that were approved and rejected. We went ahead and did that. So this one says approved, this one says rejected, and there's a note from the admin that says the number is in service. We verified it by calling. So this one was rejected. And if I go to my order management now, you'll notice 3 out of 50, even though I got 4 in, we reduced it by 1, and we said this is after we replaced 1 lead. So you can continue to manage your orders there. And of course, when you're ready to get more leads, you simply come over here to order management and you click purchase new leads, and you can place a new order and continue using it that way. Next thing I want to draw your attention to is our dashboard here. Once you get going with us, you're going to notice that we've got some graphs in here. We are trying to make this a continued improvement. We really, really, really want to make sure that you are able to get the most out of this. So this has come to us from feedback from people. Right here we have a video on overrun tokens. But we basically want to go through and take a look at the different modules. So we've got top 5 states you've had leads delivered in, the age distribution of your leads. So you can see California, 60 to 69. This is what it looks like. So really you've only had one that was 80 plus of your leads. 2 of them were 50 to 59, and the majority are in that sweet spot, 60 to 69 years old. And then you can also see the lead age range. So you can see obviously some older leads in here, and what's happened over time. If there's things you'd like to see on here, we're really trying to actively develop this platform, and we'd love to hear from you. So we do have a feedback over here. If you've got maybe a bug you're noticing or a feature request, you can come in here and say, would love to see a table for overrun leads, right? And you can hit save changes, and then we get your feedback, and that's something that we can definitely look into. So you can do that, or just reach out to us. We also have an FAQ over here, and this is going to be continued to built out. So how many states, and basically some common questions we get, you can certainly find them over here. One other cool feature, if you want to change the look of it, we do have a dark mode available. So if you click up here, you can certainly change the look of your system as well. So I'd encourage you to do that. One thing that's important to note is that your leads are delivered to you in real time, but to really get the most out of them, you should be using Lead2Client CRM. It is perfectly made to match this leads. We have nurtures, we have sequences, we have onboarding, we've got all kinds of goodies built into that for you. We even have AI technology that you can use to help work your leads, and our top producers are doing that exactly. Now, once you fall in love with us, and I know you will, we have subscriptions available. That reduces the cost of your leads significantly, and it includes some of our top services over at Lead2Client CRM at no additional cost. So you basically have a fixed cost every single month, and you know exactly what you're going to get. You know I'm going to get 100 leads a week, 50 leads a week, whatever you want. 50 leads a week, and I got the CRM, and I got Sparkybot, and I get the Power Dialer. So I can have fresh leads in my CRM every single day, and you know you're ready to rock and roll. So if you're interested in something like that, and you should be, reach out to us. We would love to have a chat with you about what we can do to make sure that you're getting a very, very consistent approach to your business. So if you have any other questions, please reach out to us. Happy to hop on a Zoom call with you and walk you through anything you're having trouble with. But until next time, happy CRMing and enjoy these BIAB leads.